Wang of China and Ratchanok Intanon of Thailand. She was the 2009 youngest winner of the Junior World Champion. And what a talent this 18-year-old is. And a defensive style to her play, 1.64 meters tall, 59 kilograms in weight. And the teenager reached her second consecutive final after coming from behind. And she's the only Thai left in the tournament, having defeated that Japanese qualifier 19-21, 21-10, 21-13 first sets, only for Ratchanok to win the next two. And this will be her second title match in as many weeks as after she lost, as I said, to Denmark's Tina Barn in All England to ever win that prestigious event. And her opponent, who we've already been introduced to, Wang is a former Swiss Open winner. She has more than 10 tournament victories, including the All England and the Korea Open to her name. Formerly the world #1. She's currently 7th in the world. India in the quarterfinals, but she won against the Indian yesterday in order to take her place in today's final. And the umpire in the chair for this one is C. Oswald of Germany. He'll be overseeing things for us. Just making their final adjustments, getting themselves ready for this big showdown. Should be a cracker.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Ratchanok Intanon.
Well, you can hear from the support that the crowd here desperately wants Ratchanok Intanon to do well here. Well, nearly pulled it off, didn't she? It was a lovely idea, but not quite enough height on it. Such a deft shots there, no power, but all about placement, this one. Well, Ratchanok Intanon had a slow start yesterday. She, in a semi-final match, lost out in the first game to the Japanese qualifier Hashimoto. And she's looking, as she so often does, very composed, relaxed, and at home on the court. Well, no depth to the attempt at the clear, and Ratchanok Intanon putting it away with a plume. Well, that was nicely constructed as well. Just a shade too long, and it's square again, 5 points each in this opening game. Well, Wang Shixian, somewhat surprisingly to many, progressed to this point. She was up against Saina Nawal, the tournament top seed, and the Indian went into the match feeling confident, but well, statistically Wang Shixian had won against her several times before, and Saina Nawal was completely all at sea in the first game, allowing the world number 7 to take a huge lead. 8-love at one point she was up, and she could never really recuperate from that. And also the Indian made far too many misjudgments and unforced errors. Be interesting to see how the hugely talented Ratchanok Intanon fares, though, because very different kind of competitor, different style of play. Down the line there on the forehand smash. I'm not sure what that was about, but the point goes the Indonesians' way anyway. And Ratchanok showed us just what she was capable of yesterday, and she performed some exquisite strokes, some of her slice smashes on the backhand at key moments were, well, just wonderful to behold. So Wang Shixian not getting quite the unchallenged lead that she had yesterday against top seed Saina Nawal, but really at this stage. had a similarly very tight contest earlier on between Du Pengyu and Wang Zhengming of China in the men's singles final. As we come to the first break, and it is Wang Zhijian, first to 11, and she leads this women's singles final here at the Swiss Open by 11 points to 9. Just too long. So the number 7 in the world, Zhijian Wang, who comes from Suzhou City in the Jiangsu province in China, found some revenge yesterday by beating Nawal. She lost out to her in the quarterfinals at the All England Champs earlier this month. And both these players figured prominently in that tournament. Obviously, the Indonesian going a couple of steps further. But after that experience, neither of them will want to go away empty-handed today. And oh, unbelievable! There's a little bit of humour coming out there. But this is what the crowd want to see more of. Fabulous exchange. And that rally had everything, really. Brutal stuff. The forehand cross-court smash brings Wang Zhijian, number 4 seed, closer still to potentially taking this first game. 15-9 now. Well, we've witnessed today that the accuracy of your clears are so crucial to the game, and if you fail to keep them consistent in length, can end up giving away a lot of points. And in all the finals, that's been fairly evident. Wow. There's just a few shades really of what happened yesterday when this player was playing the unseeded Hashimoto. So close.
So it's over 17-11.
Really, when you're at full stretch, it's so difficult to guide the shuttle to where you want it to land. On the line it was. Change of direction. Going across to the other side of the court. Will it mark the start of a change in fortune or momentum for Ratchanok? Oh dear. Wonderfully disguised, wasn't it? Deceiving her opponents, using less pace than what she intimated. Let's have a look at this. Sliced it, bringing it to ground much quicker. Just a centimetre or two in it, wasn't there? So Ratchanok really holding on here, digging her heels in. Can she close down on her opponent and force a now biting finish to this first game? Good call for the Chinese number 4 seed. Well, she can get into the net more and make more of those drops. Maybe she can start to make a difference here. On the line, hauling her way back into this opening game in the process. Just beyond reach of Ratchanok's outstretched racket. So 17 minutes played and the first set is up for grabs already. There it is. So the first game going Wang Zhang's way. 21-16. And the 24-year-old always looking comfortable and not really troubled. And once again, well, Ratchanok Intanon is going to have to do it the hard way if she's to claim the title here today. She had to. So after just 17 minutes, that first game was decided. And, well, Wang will get us underway in the second. Will we see another straight sets victory? Each of the finals thus far have concluded with the minimum number of games. Well, Wang Zhejian in your picture there will be hoping it will be a straight sets affair, obviously. I'm sure the crowd will be thinking otherwise. So first blood goes the Indonesians' way. Oh, completely went the wrong direction. There's some nimble network, and then Ratchanok thought that it was going to be a cross-court shot. Floated down on that steep angle, slicing it to perfection. Just long, solid defensive work from Wang Zhejian, but well, that clear on the forehand, oh, a centimetre long, was it? This is what we saw in the first game, wasn't it? The Indonesian Ratchanok Intanon, sorry, the Thai, I keep saying Indonesian. The Ratchanok Intanon failing to find a level of consistency and unable to string any consecutive points together of great number. Wang Zhejian just looking pretty much like she's too hot to handle at the moment. So the number 4 seed wanting a new shuttle. Oh, ruthless. Too much pace on that. Oh, denied by the tape. Well, she watched it all the way, didn't she? It's all about making a decision. You don't get the benefit like you would in tennis of a bounce. You have to be so certain that it's falling the side of the line that you think it is. Very difficult to judge. Oh, wonderful. Well, in the end, it's a smash that takes the point, but another display of monumental defensive work on the part of the Chinese Wang Shixian. Well, after all that excitement, that fierce exchange, it's one of those exquisite shots that are all about placement and poise rather than pace. Now it's so important at this stage that Ratchanok Intanon prevents her opponent from pulling away, as she did in the first game. Oh. On the backhand side, it's always a struggle. It's caught off balance. There it is, already travelling towards the other side of the court, or certainly into the mid-court area. She's utilising that side again. Ratchanok not so sure about that decision, but we'll get a look at it now. Pretty close, but the decision upheld. So yeah, Wang Shixian has been teasing her opponent down that backhand side to great effect. It's been pretty profitable for her at the last few points. So she's 4 points clear now, and well, looking the more likely, I have to say, of prevailing in this final. That was a late call, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't even that close. It was fairly obviously out. But again, down that backhand side, deep into Ratchanok's side of the court. So she reels her foe in to within reaching distance, I suppose. 2 points between them. come to the first break, and it is once again Wang Zhejiang of China with this unforced error from her opponent, who gets to 11 first, and she leads by 11 points to 8 in his second game and by 1 set to love. There's a lot of Thai supporters out there today. They really need to rouse themselves and get behind their player if she's to make anything from this. Oh, just too good. Showing flashes of brilliance, which I guess remind us all that she was briefly world #1 last year, and there's a particular reason for that. Oh, I don't think you could get a more perfect drop than that. There was absolutely no way that could be returned. Well, the Chinese camp looking fairly content at the moment. Well, last year the Chinese badminton head coach Li Yongbo said that the Asian Games gold medalist Wang Zhejiang was left out of the London Olympics in the summer squad because she had a sluggish record against foreign shuttlers compared with her teammates. Sluggish is not a word you would use to describe a performance here today against her Thai opponent. And this is all starting to unravel for Ratchanok. Just doesn't seem to be on song today, does she? Oh, again. That's about the 4th time that Wang Zhejiang has utilised that shot, and every time she's pulled that one out of the bag, that slice forehand across the court, it's come up with the goods. Now that's what we need to see more of Ratchanok, and the crowd willing her along. Taking her time to try come up with a way, an effective way of fighting her way back into this. It's almost as if Wang Zhijian is toying with her opponent here, just keeping the rally going, waiting for the moment, and then unleashing a blistering finish like that. And again, Ratchanok Intanon showing that she is capable of doing similar things herself, but well, today what's eluded her is the ability to string anything of value or worth or length together. There's no real sense of consistency to this performance. You have it. That's an illustration, really, of just what kind of a match Wang Zhijian is having. Everything seems to be going right. Luck is on her side, but, well, there was no luck about that, was there? Because, in fact, Ratchanok Intanon was assisted by the net to some extent. Match point. Well, obviously no celebration there. It's an absolute Everest to climb for the tie. Number 5 seed still facing so many match points. Two down, plenty more to go. Well, there we go. Another mistake, another error, and worthy winner. Wang Zhijian does it in straight sets. 36 minutes, 21-16, 21-12. And that was the perfect performance, really, from her. But it has to be, as Ratchanok thanks the crowd, that the tie number 5 seed didn't really show up for this one. And so Wang Zhijian of China adds another major achievement to her collection. She was champion here in 2010. She is champion here once again in 2013. So if we just have a sweep around and see what a massive crowd we have here in the St. Jacobs Hall. There's a confirmation of the result, 21-16, 21-12, straight sets victory, number 4 of the 4 finals we've seen so far. We've got one more match to bring you, which will be the men's doubles final. But before we get to that stage, just say farewell to the players briefly, because they'll be back in a moment to collect their awards. And Wang Zhijian will be crowned champion here at the Swiss Open.
Ladies and gentlemen, seated along in Darkness to the prize-giving ceremony of the women's final. Die Siegerehrung wird durchgeführt von given by Charles Taylor, Turnierdirektor, Director of Tournament, Charlotte Paul Township, Thailändische Botschafter der Schweiz, Ambassador of Thailand and Switzerland, Philipp Groß, Hauptsponsor Yonex Schweiz, Main Sponsor Yonex Switzerland. Die Pokale wurden gestiftet von The Trophies are sponsored by Groundbreaking Werner. Die Taschenmesser wurden gesponsert von United sponsored by Victoria. Die Fitnessbänder wurden gesponsert von Viten, der Fitness als Sponsor bei Viten.
So as we get the award ceremony underway here for the women's singles final, we have Sharonpol Tronchit, ambassador of the Thai embassy here in Switzerland, and Charles Keller, tournament director, will be in attendance for this one, as indeed will Philip Kuz of Yonex, the major sponsor of the Swiss Open.
Swiss Open 2019, das ist die Finalistin des Damen-Einzel Runner-Up of the Women's Singles from Thailand, Intanon Ratchanok.
So Intanon Ratchanok will get a warm reception here. She's a very popular player, just 18 years of age. The crowd and her herself would have come along here expecting to achieve more. She was the only Thai left in the competition, but well, it wasn't to be today, was it? She came from behind yesterday against Hashimoto, the Japanese qualifier. She wasn't able to pull off the same feat here this afternoon. So just a few days ago that she reached the finals of the All England Open Badminton Championships in Birmingham, losing to Tina Barn of Denmark over the full distance, and on her way there she did beat her opponent here today, but reached the semis as well here last year. Wanted to go a couple of steps further this time around. She went one step further, didn't she? But falling short at the last hurdle. So she receives her trophy and associated gifts, and of course a not necessarily a cheque, but she'll get some money anyway, because the money goes direct to the respective federations. She gets $9,500 for her efforts, as well as the ranking points, obviously.
Wang.
And here she is, Wang Shixian, and there's a reason why she was a former world #1. She achieved last year. She's got another title to add to her always extending list of wins. Got a lot of major achievements ever since 2009. And she was a Swiss Open champion in 2010, in fact. And then more recently, she had that good run as well at the All England Championships in Birmingham. And she walks away with top prize, and she will be crowned as the Swiss Open champion 2013. There it is, trophy, and it's all smiles from the 23-year-old. And well, an emphatic win in the end, wasn't it? 21-16, 21-12. Didn't really give her opponent a chance to get into any sense of rhythm. So just got one more final to bring you, which will be the men's doubles shortly. That's between Ko Sung-kyun and Lee Yong-dae of Korea, and the pairing of Chai Biao and Hong Wei, the #6 seeds from China. So China have taken 2 of the titles already here today. Will they make it 3? Well, don't go away, or don't go far, because we're about to find out when that final match gets underway in a few moments' time.
The best thing about tonight's that